Her introduction needs a heavy sigh as she is a versatile genius. Her talents range from being an actress, an accomplished singer, a voiceover artist, philanthropist, writer, opera singer, musical plays actor, and a celestial musician, and above all, her love for theatre, life, and family is highly commendable. At the age of 5, she did her first show in kindergarten and played Miss Mary Sunshine in a lovely musical about health. She won Best Actress Award playing Eliza Doolittle in My Fair Lady, senior year of high school at Yorktown High School. She was cast in a movie role opposite Tommy Lee Jones playing the nightclub singer in true story 60s spy thriller under original name of Double Image. She studied under the late great Sanford Meisner, who told her, "You may very well be a true character actress and can hold your own with anyone." Catahoula is a 7-piece, all-original New Orleans-flavored rock band that was formed the day Pamela Clay and Bruce Bermudez met in Venice, California. Music Connection magazine wrote, "This band perfectly blends the vocal warmth of Crosby, Stills, and Nash with Dr. Jones' penchant for bringing home the boogie." She is none other than the versatile and the beautiful Pamela Clay. Let's welcome our wonderful guest, Pamela Clay, in tonight's very special episode of Star Darbar.
Yes, we are back again tonight on Wednesday. And yes, Pamela with us here tonight. Welcome, Pamela, and tell us, how are you?
Oh, thank you so much, Ragini. I am doing great. I feel so blessed. My goodness, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you very much.
We're really happy to have you in tonight's Started Bar because your journey is vast. I mean, acting through music and theater. I can't even say it enough in one sentence, I guess. But yes, would love to know a little bit about your childhood and how you really started in 3.5 years old. Oh my God. Was there anybody musician in your family or any person was there who loved performing arts?
Oh yes, my father was a child prodigy, and he was on the radio at age 5 playing some beautiful classical piece. And my mom was an extraordinary, and he had a beautiful voice too, beautiful singer, and also played piano. And my mom also had a beautiful voice and was an actress too, and she played incredible piano. And so I definitely believe that if indeed such a thing is possible, that I have inherited their creative abilities in my expression, you know.
Wow, look at that. I mean, yes, when I saw you and your things I studied, I felt that because
Wow.
3.5 years old only can happen if she or he sees someone in the family doing the same thing, and that's how I think we adopt stuff. And the first thing is coming in my mind, like we're gonna go back to a little bit in the historical side of Pamela. I'm not talking about really historical stuff, but yes, jokes apart, it's mostly about that how she started, because she is an actor not from adulthood. She started in 1970, and when she was in high school, I believe. And that time, what you thought that you will become an actress, or it was just for fun?
You know, truthfully, Ragini, I really admire people who are able to live their lives making a plan and getting it done. And I work a little bit differently in that I feel my life from the inside. I do my best to listen to my inner voice, and I'm guided that way. So it's not so much my mind saying this has to be done by this time. It's more going with the feeling that I have inside and the voice of spirit guiding me. And I feel like all the opportunities that have come to me in my life, in acting and in singing, it's each one is special. I could tell you about each one and how each one was a miracle in itself. And so I'm not like other actors, or I want to be an actor since the day I was born. Or for me, it was more I want. I learned because at age 5 I was in kindergarten and played Miss Mary Sunshine and on the stage there that they had erected in kindergarten, and I think that's where I got hooked, because I realized when I looked out at everyone in the cafeteria from the stage, how happy everyone was and how happy I was feeling. And it's more a thing of, you know, how when you get into the river and you swim and you go, oh, I like this, I want to do it again. It's kind of like that. More like, please God, please bring me opportunities to have these wonderful feelings and to be able to express them creatively, you know, to tell other people's stories, because that's what we do as actors. We're telling the story of someone's life, or something that is extremely important to the playwright, but hopefully something that will uplift us all and teach us a bit more about the human experience, and hopefully become more understanding and more forgiving and more hopeful, you know, because bottom line, without hope in your life, it's very hard to live if you have no hope. And faith, of course, is fantastic if you can get to faith. But those things are so important to, for me at least, to feel that connection with the divine inside me, guiding me and leading me, and trusting that no matter what horrible things happen, because they do, that God is in control and all is well, and that ultimately we are being served for our highest good. That's my wish. That's my intention. So I don't know if I answered your question or not, but
Well, yes, you did, you did.
good, good.
And from your answer, I'm just thinking about that when you have won the prize when you were in college, right? So for the theater that you have acted in the university. So please say a little bit about that, your character, and of course the award that you have won. I think that you really like you really made yourself a little bit different from others, and because acting on stage, it's really takes a lot. But yes, we will come to the point later on, but first please, if you can say a few words
Well,
about that.
there's a sense of responsibility when you're working in the theater. I mean, of course, there's always a responsibility to be, as my dear Sanford Meisner, I was so lucky to study under Sandy. Our job as actors, or our hope as actors, is to live truthfully under imaginary circumstances. So that means that you literally have to embrace as truth whatever it was that the playwright wrote, whatever it is that your character is going through. That has to be now your journey. And in order to really to do the job, it has to be for real. We cannot fake it. If we're supposed to, if the direction says we're supposed to cry, if we cannot cry, do not cry, because to fake cry would be a lie. And you can feel tremendous sadness for real without the tears. If you're true, you go to that core of truth where we all know what it is. We can feel it inside, what is deeply true. And that's, as actors, what we want to do. We want to go to where the truth is, and we want to bring the truth through us, through the hopefully the beautiful script that we're given. I don't know if that helps more to describe, but I feel it's a great responsibility, and it's also an honor to be given a role in a production, whether it is the theater or film or television. You have so many people counting on you that have high hopes in you that you will do a good job, and they've also probably invested a lot of money. And then you have all the folks that paid their tickets. So you have this huge responsibility personally as you to do your best and to allow yourself to allow this other character to step into you, to allow their journey to be lived through you truthfully.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Thank
Just
you.
simply loved it. By meeting you, I am really, thinking that that motivation part, the way you have said it, like I can ask one thing quickly, that being like popular in college, right? Being popular in college because you're an actor, you won the award and all these things. So that time, it was never like came in my. I mean, sorry. I'm just going to repeat the question, please. After her answer, I'm just going to ask the question again. Well, that was really fantastic, Pamela. But yeah, one thing is coming in my mind, in that age, like when we are talking to the Pamela now and the Pamela back then, when she is popular with her acting on stage in college and getting awards. So, how you really stopped yourself, like, okay, I am good, but I don't have my wings yet. So what do you used to really tell yourself at that point?
That's a very good question. I guess I just believe that as an actor, actress, actor, that we are part of a great big whole, and that we're just like, the stars in the sky. We're just one little tiny star in the whole constellation. And so it's important as an actor to realize that it's not all about you. And I've been blessed to very often be cast as the star in the show. And when you are 16, 17, 18, as I was, it's not so much. I know you were talking about people saying, "Oh, you're so good" and everything. For me, it was more. I don't know. I'm embarrassed to say, but feeling guilty somehow, because I wasn't one of these actors that from the day I was born, I wanted to make it and wanted to be an actor and everything. And I saw that there were other actors like that. And I've been told I'm an empath, and I could feel their pain. And so I just want everyone to be happy. So that has been tricky for me to deal with, I don't like to say these words, jealousy or envy, but because I feel like we all have a place in this world, and God has a place for all of us. But it's not easy for folks who want to be the star, who are not cast as the star, and then to be me being cast as the star. It's an ongoing journey to accept what I've been given, because I feel like I've been given a lot. And so I want to be able to give back as much as I possibly can in any way that I can. So I don't know if that answers your question, but
I love your beautiful smile. That's really infectious, because when I was young, but still now, if I start laughing, I will never stop. Trust me. So everyone is really scared.
We are the same. We are sisters from another mother, honey. I have 4 sisters, and we would get together with my mom, and sometimes we would start laughing, and then everybody would start laughing, and it wouldn't really matter what we were laughing at. We were just in joy. And my father would come in and he goes, "What's the purpose of all this frivolity?" or something like that. And then he'd sit down and he'd find himself laughing because it is just so contagious, the joy, the laughter. And so you and I think we could do a lot of laughing together.
Yeah. My whole unit and my friends, they're all scared of me because maybe I'm taking a picture, but suddenly I saw something or I felt some giggling in my tummy and I'll just start laughing and no one can stop me, And even on stage, I was like 13 or 14. I was singing, but then something happened and I couldn't stop laughing. So they have to take me out from the stage, And oh yeah, trust me. It's been like so much stories out there, but being here with you, I would love to ask you that: is there any moment that you can think about that you have really had fun with your sisters or your father, something that you have done really wrong, but then it was like a time that everybody just laughed and laughed and laughed about?
Something I did really wrong. What it actually reminds me of is before I moved to LA, I did a lot of theater in the Washington, D.C. area. It's Virginia, Maryland, and D.C. And I got cast in a play called Cactus Flower with a star, Nanette Pabre. She was a big star, had started on Broadway, and she was in a television show at the time. I think it was called One Day at a Time, but I'm not sure. But anyway, she was the big star, and she actually, because I guess having worked in television for a long time, she was completely and totally at home with anything. It didn't matter what happened. And God rest her soul, she's no longer with us. She wasn't really on top of her lines. And for her, it didn't make any difference because she knew who her character was. She knew what was the story. She knew what was going on. So she would improvise a lot. And so it really taught the other actors that were involved that, whoa, she's a firecracker, this one. We better really stay on our toes. Well, one night, there was a particularly extremely funny scene that we were set up for. She was in a bar waiting for my boyfriend. She had a meeting with him. And I thought I was meeting with him. I think that was the thing. And I walk in and I see her there. And the audience, it was set up for a laugh. And she taught me, God bless her, she said, be very, very quiet until the audience is done laughing. So literally, I would come out, these were, it was equity productions. It was 8 shows a week. We had a Wednesday matinee, Sunday matinee, and then Tuesday through Sunday, I guess it was. Yeah, all those evenings. And lo and behold, the most amazing thing would happen because she taught me that. She said, just be quiet, don't say anything. She and I would hold for the longest time while the audience would go laugh, 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 laugh. They would die down. They would laugh, laugh, laugh. They would die down 3 times in a row because it was so funny. But one night she broke and she started laughing too. And I was looking at her and I was going, you're the big professional. You should be laughing. And I didn't laugh. Some of the other actors laughed and I'm going, oh man, this is going to ruin it, because for me, it's all about the play, it's not about the reality that we're living as actors. It's about the play. And so I'm like, oh no, I hope she doesn't ruin the play by having done that. And of course she didn't. It just made the audience love her more. It didn't make the actors like her more, but it made the audience love her more. So yeah, laughter is, it's very healing and it is extremely contagious. And I actually have that written on my resume because I've been told so many times how contagious my laugh is. And you probably too, Ragini. So, when I start laughing, everybody's like, everyone wants to laugh. And so I have on my resume, contagious laugh. Just because it's true,
Love that. Love that. Seriously, love that. Friends, I know that this conversation is never ending. And well, I would love to take this for another day, but the time is really short, Friends, I hope that you love this episode. And we are really lucky and honored to have Pamela Clay with us for this 2 weeks. Please stay with us for next week's Star Darbar.
going to be dancing very soon.